want to just minister for a few moments. Romans chapter 6, I'm just reading 2 verses. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we who are dead to sin live any longer therein? And I want to use for a subject, preaching just for a few moments, disengaged from the sin nature. You should not want to remain with the evil nature dominating you once again. You should not want to stay in that condition of constantly being dominated once again by the evil nature. God forbid. That is a passionate answer. That's what we declare, that you don't have to be bound by sin anymore. That's why we declare it. You don't have to be, no matter how old you are, you do not have to be bound by the sin nature. You don't have to stay where you are. You don't have to struggle with that sin nature. You don't have to go up and down and up and down. But you continue to be fed by the Holy Spirit to where you can enjoy what Jesus said, more abundant life. That's what He desires for you. No matter your age, no matter if you're 9, 10, 11, 12, 25, 35, 17, 18, 105. It doesn't matter with Him. It's His will for you not to be dominated by the sin nature. You want to talk about freedom? You can be free no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing. You can be free right now because my Bible tells me who the Son has made free. Who the Son has made free is free indeed. No more chains of slavery. The reason, because truth has triumphed. In liberty, he that the Son has made free is free indeed. We've been disengaged from the sin nature. It doesn't have to rule or dominate us anymore, but we can be ruled and dominated by the Holy Spirit, which guarantees victory over the world, the flesh, and the devil. And the only way you as young people can be disengaged from the sin nature is to keep your eyes on Christ.
No wonder Solomon, one of the wisest men that ever lived, said, "Fools make a mock of sin." We moderns have played the fool when it comes to the fact of sin. Thousands think of sin as no more than a name for the little slips and blunders on life's journey, with no more consequence than stubbing one's toe or tripping over a stick. But the Bible takes no such view of sin. It says the wages of sin is death. And this not only means death in this life, spiritual death, but it means death in the future, which Jesus described as hell. That is why Satan, the enemy of men's soul, is so anxious to minimize sin in the eyes of people. He well knows that sin, when it is finished, brings forth death, judgment, and hell. And if he can get people to persist in sinning, laughing at sin, and taking it lightly, he will have gained a great victory and added to the population of hell. The Bible warns that we're to love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. The Bible again warns that the friendship of the world is enmity with God. Thus the Christian finds himself in mortal daily conflict with the world round about him, and he is not to yield an inch. Secondly, the flesh is also at war with the Christian. Spell the first 4 letters of the word flesh backward, and you get the word self. The word flesh is the biblical word for our old nature, the nature of sin. The Apostle Peter, who knew a great deal about the struggle with the flesh, said, "Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lust which war against the soul." The flesh is the enemy within, the spiritual infiltrator.
Some of you right now, you've been searching and searching and searching. You have failed the Lord so many times, but you don't want to do it anymore. You've tried this program and that program. You've tried one program after another. But there's one thing you didn't try. Jesus Christ. Looking unto Jesus, the author, the finisher, the beginning and the end of our faith. He is the author and the finisher of our faith. When you look to Christ and what He did at Calvary, that's where your answer is. That's where your victory lies. That's where your hope is. That's where your rest is.
Finally, Solomon came to this conclusion. He said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment, whether every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. In other words, he said there's a judgment coming, and to be prepared for that judgment is the most important thing in the whole world.